you mentioned that when you heard about Psych K, it was like, no, this is too good to be true. I don't know that I could believe this. And for you, the choice was you did a private session first and then moved into the workshops. Some people just go directly to the workshops. What occurred for you over your doubts about that? Or what have you heard people saying, well, I'm not sure about this, and how would you help them understand?
Well, again, when I was researching, and doing my homework and due diligence, whatever you want to call it, I was hopeful. And so I just decided that, okay, since the result that I had with my individual session, it said, okay, this, I need to know more. I need to find out more. And again, I was doubtful, but I met you there, and, the processes are it's amazing how simple they are. It's not rocket science, if you want to call it that, but it is procedural. So
Right.
follow the processes and the results come.
Yeah,
So
beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
the other thing I wanted to say about the workshops, I mean, I've taken over 10 workshops, and people look at me and say, well, why? Didn't you learn it the first time around? And yes, I did. But one of the things that I love about the workshop is you're there with a group of people who are there to improve the quality of their lives. They're about healing. They're about sharing. They're about giving. And there's the sense of unconditional love that you get in a workshop is just amazing. So
beautiful. Yeah. The addiction is not to learning the processes over and over again. The addiction is to the space, the consciousness,
right.
beauty that happens in the workshop. I love that. Thank you. And I will say that like you said, the processes are simple, but there is a procedure. So we do go through a step-by-step process of learning it. And sometimes that people look at it and go, I don't understand. Well, it's like you're creating a new language. You're creating a new space of something that you've not experienced before. And so we go through this learning curve. But once you get on the other side, they are very simple. And that's actually the catch-22 for some people, is it's too simple. It can't work because we have a belief. I did when I got into this. I had the doubts. You got to work hard. If you're not working hard, then there's no value to it. And this just tumbles that out completely.
Yeah, some people who are the analytical type don't get it because there's got to be more to it than and they don't. There's a feeling tone to it, and it happens on a subconscious level. So by definition, we're not aware of it.
Right. And we try and teach it. Well, we teach it breaking it down, which is kind of a Newtonian way of teaching, but it's actually an energetic quantum type of process. It's interconnected. One of the beautiful things about the way it works is that it's a connection between conscious thought, subconscious programming, and the spiritual aspect, however that individual defines it. So it's like the three-legged stool creates this beautiful foundation for us to work with.
Yeah, it's a tool to enhance our humanness. It's a tool to enhance our spirituality. It's a tool, we all have baggage. We all had, the same process, the developmental process of growing up, and unless we had perfect parenting, there's issues there. Right. And the tools to deal with those issues are limited. Psych K is very, very powerful in terms of being able to reparent or to change the, they say, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Well, the heart is the subconscious.
Yeah, absolutely. And everything that we see and perceive in life, it comes from what our program is, what the message is that we received at some point. Sometimes when we were infants, we received a message, and we don't even realize that that's why we're responding a certain way. So one of the beautiful things about Psych K is we can have an idea, I have this behavior or this reaction, I should say, this reaction I don't like, but I don't know where it comes from. And what I love, and I know you do too, is we don't have to know where it came from.
Right.
We can just say, here's where you are. Here's where you want to go. Let's work with the balancing, which is the transformation process, to move the brilliant part of you, which is your superconscious, spirit, and subconscious, to come together to shift that for you. And then you naturally see or feel less resistance. You naturally do whatever the behavior is that you're wanting.
Well, that's one of the things about doing this kind of work with clients, is that they, the transformation that they hear, the healing that they experience, the quality of life improvement that they experience, it's just very rewarding.
It is. Yeah. The freedom, the peace. Right. Yeah. I had a client just recently, and she's like, there's no words. There's just like this openness that I've never experienced before. It's like, it's not peace. It's not joy. It's just There's a space.